So YouTube family, I forgot to talk about a special cornball brother by the name of Robert Griffin. I've been covering the Shador draft, Colorado's events and updates, but I think we exposed Robert Griffin a couple of years ago, and I told you who this brother is. He placates as a Colorado supporter, a Sanders family supporter, while in the midst of things, he's really throwing shade at Shador and other melanated people. But for a couple of years now, he's been going out his way to call out Angel Reese. This is not the first time he's done it, y'all. But let me just go to the video and show you the news of things, why Robert Griffin been making news. He's been attacking Angel Reese for Caitlin Clark fan base because ever since he got fired by ESPN, he wants to be part of the movie again. But these are some of the nasty things he's been saying about melanated women, including about Angel Reese. Hang on, let me get on with it for y'all. And look who's in the background why he's disparaging a beautiful sister like Angel. He has his Mayo queen in the back while he discussing issues about melanated women. Then he got the nerve to get mad at Ryan Clark for calling him out. Don't you talk about my wife and kids? Nobody talked about your wife and kids.
So where was this type of reaction last year? When Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun. Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul. What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark? You remember that? On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that?
This nigga hates black people.
For a flagrant foul on another player, if they don't dislike that player.
Everybody celebrates that, bitch.
Here's some more evidence. Remember last year when they were talking about, so where was this type of reaction last year?
I know it's horrible. There's more videos. Yes, I'm going to say it like I've been saying for 15 years. Robert Griffin III is a sellout. Now, we shouldn't judge people on their blackness. I'm the staunch supporter of that. I've always said no matter if they're sellouts or whatever, being black, it's being that. You can't erase being Negrumps, bruh. But that doesn't diminish the fact that he's a sellout. He's always been that. I got respect for his father, a military veteran. Much love to his father, but his father failed. You didn't give your fellow son the essence of what the virtue of being melanated, what it's supposed to be. He grew up like every military brat I know that was sellouts. Because when I was in the military with the ex-wife and I thought I was going to have kids with her before she miscarried or whatever, I always got scared. Is my kid's going to end up like a Robert Griffin? I've seen a lot of them in the military. They placate towards a certain segment that makes them feel good so they could be accepted. He said that nasty thing about Angel Reese about why didn't you get mad at such and such when she fouled you? She didn't have to. They got that bitch the hell out of there. So there's no need for Angel Reese to do the most because the league comes down on melanated people who attack other people. But when it came to Caitlin Clark, they took their time with it. Why wouldn't Angel Reese get mad? She's an athlete. You turned it into race. Angel didn't turn it into race. Caitlin Clark didn't turn it into race, even though Caitlin Clark got a lot of Klan members in her fan base. We know this. They don't even watch basketball. They watch race. But you, Robert, tried to placate to her fan base for approval. You're a stepping fetching. I'm going to expose you in the worst way. Don't talk about my wife and kids. Nobody talked about your goddamn Mayo queen. Shut the fuck up, bitch. This is going to be a show welcome for you, hoe ass nigga.
I've been broke so many times, I don't want to believe. Mama say it's my fault. It's my fault. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
So this guy been getting violated by a lot of melanated people who don't even like Ryan Clark are siding with Ryan Clark to expose Robert Griffin. He's bringing up points that don't even make sense. He's doing a weird negative connotation with his voice on how black people sound, but he think we're supposed to look at him like one of us. Then you try to get back in the midst of black folks by trying to act like you ride with Shador in hopes of we'll accept you again. I made sure to let people know you're still a stepping fetching. I got videos of you being slick about Shador. I'm gonna drop that since we're in the midst of this, but let's stick to the other part and what you said about Angel, bitch nigga.
So where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun? Y'all remember that? She got filed so hard. For the expansion and the eyeballs and the popularity boost of women's basketball, not just the WNBA, but women's basketball in general, because of the spike in the women's NCAA tournament and WNBA viewership. A lot of people were attributing that to Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so. This is what Angel Reese had to say.
I'm gonna let that bitch ass nigga speak again. You can tell he's a sellout. He wants to suck off educational purpose on anything Mayo. This nigga Robert Griffin, I would never cry for him if anything allegedly happened to him, because the scripture talks about sellouts like that. What bothers me about Robert Griffin, just say you don't watch women basketball. LSU women and South Carolina women brought up college basketball for women along with Iowa. I'll give Caitlin Clark her props too, but it was them LSU women and South Carolina women. None of Caitlin Clark's supported her when she was a freshman or a sophomore. It spiked up when she was a junior because there was a group of Mayo women going against this group of hood melanated sisters. Knock it off, Robert. If you're gonna suck up to this community, at least be truthful, bro. A lot of people only watch Caitlin because of the racial aspects of it. We got a chance to have our own go against this sister. And then even the president wife tried to acknowledge that, oh, Iowa women and Caitlin Clark should be invited to the White House. I noticed you dismiss things like that, Robert. And it is, you have a Mayo wife. Why is she on your video drinking tea? You see her with the coffee mug. Why is she doing all this extra? No, sir. If my wife gets on this social media thing and she gets on the camera, everybody got a goddamn right to call out my wife if she inserts herself. If you don't want nobody to talk about your wife, then send that bitch over there across the room, bitch nigga. Now I'm not done with you, hoe ass nigga. Let's go.
About who gets the credit for the expansion and the eyeballs and the popularity boost of women's basketball, not just the WNBA, but women's basketball in general, because of the spike in the women's NCAA tournament and WNBA viewership.
Look at it.
People were attributing that to Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so.
No white people
This is what
were.
Angel Reese had to say. And
Look
I
at
quote,
it. Why are you so mad?
people are talking about women's basketball. You never would think they'd be talking about women's basketball.
Get it sell
People are
out.
pulling up to the games. We got celebrities coming to the games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. Just looking at that,
Look
I'll
at
take
this
that role.
nigga.
I'll take the bad guy
He's so
role.
much of a bitch, bro. Angel ain't never said she'll take the bad guy role. She said people like you stepping fetching and Mayo people who don't even watch sport, who watch race, you made it to the point that Angel is a bad guy. She ain't never did nothing wrong. Come from an intelligent family of lawyers, doctors, educators. Even her brother's about to be an NBA pick. Great family values. You're a bitch ass nigga. What happened with that was Angel had too much confidence for the Mayo community. They didn't like that. She did the exact same thing Caitlin Clark been doing since her freshman year, high school, sophomore year, junior year. Nobody said a word. So when Angel Reese did this part over here, or shining, she only did what Caitlin Clark been doing to all players, and you didn't have anything to say. The same fan base of Caitlin. Look at the WNBA views right now. It's low. Where are Caitlin Clark fans at? I always told people beware of this fan base. They don't watch basketball. They watch race. You have a problem when a lot of people are watching one person, but guess what? It spiked up and rise because melanated people like me and all of us real sports fans who always watch women basketball and men basketball, it spiked up because of us. Because where are the Caitlin Clark fans at? They're not even watching the games anymore. We're still watching it. We started getting hyped with them beautiful sisters over there in Baton Rouge, all them beautiful sisters in Louisiana. all them South Carolina game hogs, but you want to twist it and give all credits to Caitlin Clark? God damn, nigga. Do you lick their 4 point of contacts too? I get it. You're not a proud brother. I get it. You worship Mayo people like God, but God damn, that was disgusting, Robert. It was disgusting in every single way, shape, and form, bro. You should, well, it's certain things I want to say that should happen to you, but we're not allowed to say that on YouTube. Thank God we're not allowed, because I really want to turn up on bitch niggas like you, bro.
I or others have made Angel Reese the villain. Did you not just hear herself call herself the bad guy? She called herself the villain.
Why, first of all, bitch nigga, why are you so mad at the young beautiful lady? We know you hate black folks, but goddamn, nigga, why are you doing these videos so hostile? Even white folks are going, goddamn, Robert, calm down at least. Take it easy, brother. You act like Angel just robbed the hell out you, gang. You got too much passion and energy to be mad at this lady. You goddamn right. Ryan Clark should bring the fact that your Mayo wife is sitting there as you going in on our sisters like that. You made it racial. You made her the bad guy. So because she says, then I guess I'll be the bad guy since they say I'm the bad guy. You acknowledge she's the one who brought this to herself. So she got old white guys, all this Mayo community saying the most nastiest things about black folks, and all the connotations they say about Angel Reese is really aimed towards us. When they call her the EBT queen, because they called her the Bayou queen, that was their nickname, the EBT queen. She's fatherless, all this. Who you think they saying that towards, Robert? But I guess military brats like you don't count because you was raised around snowflakes all day. You're a disgusting dude, bro, in every way, shape, and form. Disgusting, brother. So Robert wrote this. I'll get later to what he wrote. I'll go later to what he wrote. I want to go to my guy, Rob Parker. He was correct when he called you a cornball brother. Hang on, we're going to let Rob Parker talk this, bro. I'm done with sellouts, bro. Sellouts are the most nastiest thing in a community. You guys hear me? A sellout is dangerous.
Racial. My question, which is just a straight honest question, is he or is he a cornball, bro?
What does that mean?
Well, he's not really, okay? He's black, he kind of does the thing, but he's not really down with the cause. He's not one of us. He's kind of black, but he's not really like the guy you really want to hang out with, because he's off to something. We all know he has a white fiance, and there was all this talk about he's a Republican, which there's no information at all. I'm just trying to dig deeper.
What do RG3's braids say to you?
Now that's different, because to me, that's very urban and makes you feel like, I think he would have a clean cut if he was more straight-laced or not. Like, wearing braids is...
Now, there's a reason Rob Parker said the unsaid things that people get scared to talk about. He called him a cornball brother for a particular reason. Now, I'm going to show you how Robert, being a bitch nigga, he responds to Rob Parker 13 years later, like most passive-aggressive cowards. 13 years later, Robert, he responds to Rob Parker 13 years later, and he brings up to Stephen A. Smith. He questioned my blackness. He said I was a Republican. Rob never said that. He said, I think he's a Republican, because that's what everybody was saying at that time. Rob made sure to emphasize he doesn't know that. But Robert, being the disingenuous cornball brother, he's going to say, he said I was a Republican. That's why I wasn't a real brother. I had a white wife. No, he brought things to say why you're a cornball brother. He never said you're not black. Even calling you a cornball brother is still emphasizing you're a brother. But there are different brothers in here. There's stepping fetching, knee grumps, and then there's the corny bitch nigga that's named Robert Griffin. So let's listen to Robert's 13 years later response to Rob Parker. Because this is disgusting. You wait 13 years to respond?
My performance on 15 years ago, Stephen A. On First Take, there was a conversation that happened on the show involving Rob Parker.
Rob Parker.
Rob Parker.
Yes. Yes, sir.
You know exactly what conversation I'm talking about.
I know exactly what it was.
Rob Parker talked about, was I a brother? Was I a real brother? Was I really down for the cause? And you know what his point was about why he asked that question? It had nothing to do with sports. It had nothing to do with my performance on the field. It was because my fiance was white. It was because he thought I was a Republican.
No, he didn't, bitch nigga. He did it because you're a hoe. You're a whole coward out here. Rob went in on you for what you're doing exactly today. You're a gimmick, dude. You're a sketch. I defended you when Washington Redskins ruined your career. The Shanahan should have never had you on the field after a brutal injury like that. They threw you back on the field because you're a mule. You're a puppet they used. Just like when ESPN fired you. When these group of people ruin your career, you have no pushback against them. But you seem to be ready to attack your own kind at any given moment. You're a danger to society. You're a danger to the community. I've always said that. This is what Ryan Clark said about your weak ass.
RGIII is he's not having, the one thing they know about RGIII is he's not having conversations at his home about what black women have to endure in this country, about what young black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with.
So for those
RGIII is he's not having, the one thing
you got mad at Ryan because he responds to Ryan Clark. I'm gonna let y'all listen to him. He just like a bitch would do. He talked about my family. That's what we're not gonna do. Stop trying to change and deflect, whole ass nigga. Bro, like calm down. Ryan is correct. You got your woman here drinking tea. What does your Mayo wife knows about the exploitation of beautiful melanated women? What does she know about the plights that we go through? Are there melanated women that make us look bad? Yes, and we call them out too. But what are the brothers to defend these females when they need some type of real king to defend them? Niggas calling themselves king, but ready to bend over for a Mayo community. You brothers are disgusting, bro. If you got a Mayo wife, cool, that's you. But why do you have to change who you are to placate, to navigate, to be around certain people?
Conversations about my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, which was purely based in basketball. But I think all of you know there's a line in life.
It was not based on basketball. It was based on race, but you're just a coward bitch. You based it on race, bro. You even changed the vernacular of your voice to mimic some ghetto hood rat ratchet, to mimic that's who Angel Reese is when Angel told us she's not a hood rat. I'm going to let Angel speak to y'all because we need the beautiful queen to talk to y'all because I'm going to let her let Ryan, I mean, not Ryan, but Robert know who she is. You feel me? Please excuse the delation of the video, but it got to come out, bro.
I'm none of those things. Maybe if you just toned it down a little. Angel, you're too hood. Angel, you're too ghetto. Actually, I'm none of those things. Maybe if you just...
You heard that, my boy? That beautiful queen is none of those things. But Robert, that's what you said. So before I play some more receipts, I want to get to your response to Ryan Clark. You trying to get Ryan Clark canceled, bitch.
A lot of conversations about my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, which was purely based in basketball.
No, it wasn't.
But I think all of you know there's a line in life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off limits.
What he said back?
Ryan Clark has sprinted past that line.
Then go see about it.
My sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And that's fine. It's okay. It's part of the game. Sports opinion that is purely based off the sport. I didn't make it personal.
Bitch, nigga, you made it personal. You seriously said you didn't make it personal against Angel Reese? You was God mad at this dude. You're mad at this woman right here?
I'm just excited to see everyone's outfit. Everyone looks amazing here, so I'm just excited. I've always dreamed of this moment, so being here on my 22nd birthday is amazing. So
oh my God. And what about this outfit?
This outfit is amazing. This is my first outfit, and I decided to go with Marco 16 Arlington. So I'm just happy to be in this. I look amazing. I feel beautiful, and I feel sexy.
Well, you should have season.
You do look amazing. You do look beautiful. But let's go to what Robert wrote, because he likes double down on all things. Hold on, get this Mayo Negrums the fuck out of my face. But this is what he wrote. I want y'all to read it, bro, because you're gonna understand who these people are. Just because they look like you don't mean they kin folks, dog. That is very violent.
Others have made Angel Reese the villain.
He said Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Is starting us all right in the face. I mean, it's staring us all. I don't got my glasses, y'all. It's staring us all right in the face, but people are afraid to say it. You're not, bitch. Won't answer questions about Caitlin Clark. Gets mad when people praise Clay, which is false as hell. She gets mad when people attacks her. She said celebrates when her teammates flagrantly foul Caitlin Clark. Who wouldn't? This happens in all sports. This dude is pushing it. Goes after and tries to punch Caitlin Clark a routine. When did she, bro? I can't read, bro. I'm gonna let y'all pause it and read it. I'm getting upset reading it, dog. When did she try to assault Caitlin Clark? So when she flagrantly fouls Caitlin Clark, it's an attack on race and everything. When Caitlin Clark does it, it's basketball plays. Brothers like that are the worst, bro. I really want to say what I want to say, but on YouTube, you cannot say what Blessed One wants to say because they'll get us the fuck out of here. You feel me? Everybody was correct about this coward, bro. I love the fact that your career is not here no more, Robert. Thank God even Mayo people don't want you on TV. The Mayo people you've been stepping and fetching and tap dancing for, they can't even stand you. It seems something about you and Jason Whitlock. You get angry at black folks way more than Mayo people do. It's like uncomfortable where even Mayo people be like, look, I agree with you, Jason and Robert, but you guys are going a little too deep. We don't even do that. It's to that point, my guy. Let it be basketball. You don't watch women basketball, so don't speak on it. No, we don't want to hear from you. They want to hear from me or any a real Caitlin Clark fan. You're not a Caitlin Clark fan. You don't even watch her play, fuck nigga. You don't watch Caitlin Clark play. You're placating to a certain segment in the community for your job security. We know this already. You keep getting fired and hired and fired because even they know we can't do nothing with this dude. We might as well get a Mayo man. Why hire some Negro trying to be like us when we can just get the real McCord? And that's the problem. Dudes like you are stuck in a conundrum. That's why Jason Whitlock is bouncing from place to place until he finally got stagnated in a position where he's not really stable. It's still stagnated. That's why I'm gonna call it that, because the Blaze Network could get rid of him at any time with Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck is just knowing his money piece right now is Jason Whitlock, but let them ratings slip a little bit, they're gonna get him the fuck on out of here, bro. And I know Jason in real life. Everybody knows that already. But with you, Robert, at least Jason, he's just a Negrums who placates to a community. But I ain't gonna call him no bitch. You feel me? Jason is still a man's man. He just placates to a community. But with you, Robert, everything about you tells me you was never admitted in the club, bruh. Like, look at you, gang. Like, you do the most, bruh. You go out your way for, I understand code switching, but who switches their souls? Don't let that go over your head. I understand code switching, but who switches their soul? Don't let that go over your head, man. I'm DJ Blessed One, the best one, man. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. Enough with the step and fetchings of the world, bruh. Leave that beautiful. And let me say another thing. Angel Reese, she has hurt nobody. She has done nothing other than play basketball. She plays it at a level that has gotten her to the WNBA, gotten her sponsorships, gotten her damn near everything. Who are you people to make me believe she's this bad guy because you judge everybody on race? But you know what? You guys are going to pretend you don't see the evil comments about us and other melanated people. You're going to pretend that what Robert said was true and not see he's a weak dude who's passive aggressive. I mean, Robert Griffin is the same guy that waited 13 years to respond to Rob Parker on calling you a cornball brother 13 years ago, over 13 years ago. And you're over here now responding. And guess who you responded to? You talked to Stephen A. Smith about it, another dude who was attacking Angel Reese. Just like Shay, I exposed Shannon Sharp. He said the same thing. Angel Reese is jealous of Caitlin Clark. Why do brothers got to say we're jealous of them? Why we can't just have Mayo fatigue? They got black fatigue. We got white fatigue. We're tired of these group of people always being the victims, always pretending that they're the ones being hurt. They're the ones being involved in this. If we're 14% of the country, how could we be hurting you guys like that? It's per capita, bro. You don't understand, bro. Shut the fuck up. That's what I do understand. I had a Mayo fatigue. I'm tired of you people. I don't hate you people. That's what you guys do. But I am tired of Mayo fatigue. We get it. You're the angels. You're the innocent people of the world. You do nothing wrong. You don't hurt your families. You don't hurt the goldfish. We're just dreaming about that. You guys are not on drugs, all crazy. You guys don't do anything wrong. You're just perfect. America's the way it is because of 14% of the nation. Sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ Blessed One, the best one, man. Love your family, love your kids, stay blessed. I'm having a Mayo headache, man. I need a BLT sandwich. Hold the Mayo, please, respectfully.
I've been broke